so I have to do this really quick. Today I'm going to show you guys some DIY Halloween treats, and there's a couple failures in this because if you guys remember a while ago I posted a I suck at cooking video, and I still suck at cooking. So yeah, there's some fails in here, but in the end everything kind of turned out sort of, so if you want to see everything that happened then you can just keep on watching. Okay guys, so we are going to get started with the pumpkin pretzels. So the first thing you are going to be needing are some M&Ms, some white chocolate chips, and some pretzels. But actually, if you're smart, don't use white chocolate, use orange chocolate. Okay, but other than that, so I was going to melt this white chocolate, and I just, poured some into the bowl, and yeah, we're just going to take a second from that, and you want to pour your M&Ms and separate the green ones and the brown ones and the rest of them. And you want to keep the brown ones for later, we're keeping the green ones for this thing, and then you can just eat the rest. And yeah, back to the melting chocolate. So you want to melt that in the microwave, and I tried to put food coloring in it, and I guess I wasn't very smart because apparently you can't do that. And apparently you can't put that back in the microwave because it turns into like this powdery stuff, which is not good. So I ended up just putting the white chocolate on top of the pretzel, and then I actually coated it in the weird powdery chocolate because, I mean, it tasted fine. My mom said it tasted fine. It tasted fine. So I thought it would be okay to just dip it in there and then use the green M&M as a stem leaf thing. And they actually turned out really well. They tasted super good. So yeah. The next treat I'm going to show you guys how to make is the mummy cookies. And there's a fail in this one too. So let's get started. You're going to need some cream-filled cookies, some white chocolate, and some cookie stick things. Now you just want to lay out your cookies and put your sticks in them, but unfortunately this is the fail part. My stick was too big to fit inside, so I tried to glue it with chocolate, but it did not work. So I just decided to skip that whole stick thing and just cover them in chocolate. And if you're keeping these on sticks, then I would recommend covering the whole thing, but if you're not, just cover the front half, or else when you put it on the plate, it'll totally just rip off half the chocolate. And yeah, so once you have them on your plate, you can just take your spoon and just kind of draw like mummy-like lines, if that makes sense, into it. So you want to make the chocolate look like it's wrapping around the cookie to make it look like a mummy. And then I just add little tiny pieces of M&Ms for eyes. Okay, so now on to the monster mouths, which are actually pretty good, and I tried to make them kind of like a s'more. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna need some chocolate chip cookies, some little mini marshmallows, and some melted chocolate for this, or the white chocolate chips. You can use red chocolate as well. And yeah, you just want to cut your cookies in half, and this is actually pretty hard because they kind of crumble, but yeah, just keep on doing that until you get a couple of halves, and then you can spread the melted chocolate on the half of the cookie and arrange your little mini marshmallows as little teeth. And then you can just spread some chocolate over another half and squish it onto the top. Like so. And then for a bloody effect, since I didn't have red chocolate and I didn't want to go through that whole, trying to dye the chocolate again, I just added some plain red food coloring right onto it to make it look bloody. And I actually really liked how it turned out. Okay, and on to the last, but definitely not least, actually my favorite treat in this whole entire video, the caramel apples. It's like my all-time favorite Halloween treat. Yes. So you're definitely going to need some caramels, you're going to need some apples, and you're going to need some sticks to hold the apples. So basically you just want to put your sticks in there until they look like this. And then you're going to take your caramels and unwrap a bunch of them. And by a bunch, I mean you're probably going to want to unwrap a whole cup. And this did about 4.5 apples because I didn't quite finish the last one, but yeah. So you want to unwrap about a cup of those, and then you want to put them into a microwave safe bowl, and they might stick to the cup, so you might have to use your hand to scrape them out. And then we're just going to be adding 1 tablespoon of milk to the bowl. And then I just popped it into the microwave, so it came out looking like this. And you can totally make more. You can make, I don't know how you'd make less, but you can definitely make more than what I made. This is just, you know, what I made. And then you just want to keep stirring it until it's all smooth and silky and caramelly looking. And then you can basically just dip your apples right into it like that. And oh my gosh, they tasted so good. And watching this right now just makes me want to eat one, but they're all gone. Yeah, so that's basically it for this, but if you want to go the whole 9 yards and you don't care about, you know, how unhealthy these are, you can totally grab some score bars, unwrap them, and place them in a plastic baggie. And then if you have one of these strange, like it's for meat, I think, for pounding meat for some reason. If you have one of these, use these to crush up the score bar. If not, you can definitely find something else to hit them with, I'm sure. And yeah, they can just put them in a bowl and just roll your apple inside of it. And I do recommend after you put the toppings on and everything like that to put these in the freezer for a little bit, because if the caramel's still warm and they're sitting there, it all kind of slides to the bottom. So I recommend putting these in the freezer to set for a little while. And yeah, that's the finished video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a failure video. I really hope you liked it. If you did, please be sure to give a big old thumbs up down there. Comment below if you thought it wasn't that bad, and definitely tweet me pictures if you try any of these things out. And yeah, that's it for today, guys, and I'll see you guys very soon with a brand new video. Bye!